Hey everyone, Caleb with Antique Book Collective, and today I'm getting to you guys with should I send offers out to buyers? So, what you guys might be wondering if you're brand new to selling on eBay is what? Send offers to buyers? I thought people sent me offers. So, that's the thing with eBay is you as a seller, if you have someone watching your item, or I have found that it doesn't even require them to watch your item, it just has to be like they looked at your item. Sometimes you can actually send your offers out to your buyers. And if you only have like one or two items in your store, you might not see this very often, but if you have tens of items or hundreds of items or tens of thousands of items, you'll see a lot more things that you can send out offers on. So for me, I normally, when I have my business running at like full steam, I normally have like 5 offers I can send out to my buyers at least every single day. So that is something that I like to take eBay up on all the time, and it's something I recommend you guys take eBay up on as well. So what you have to do when you're sending out offers is you have to think about, all right, so what is my item listed for? So let's just say for very easy math, your item is listed for $10. And eBay automatically requires that you, whenever you send out an offer, it be 5% off at least. So what you want to think is, all right, so if I have to do 5% off of $10, that is, let's just pull out the calculator really quick and just make this math like absolutely certain that it's good. So 5% off of $10 is $9.50. Thought it was that. Just want to be safe. Don't want to sound dumb on YouTube. But yeah, so you can knock 50 cents. Sorry, you can knock 50 cents off, and that's 5%. And that is what eBay will require at the minimum of what you knock off of your price in order to send out your offer. Something else that you can do while you're doing that is put a little note on it. Be like, hey, thanks for watching, da-da-da-da, something like that. You can make it personalized, or you cannot. Personally, I have not found a lot of times that personalizing it really closes too many sales. Like I've made like, let's just say like 5% of my sales have actually been because I personalized. Most of the time no one cares, no one even reads it, so that's something that you might want to consider. Don't waste too much time on it. But that being said, all that being said is, so don't send out offers if you can't actually go with the offer amount, or if you can't even take less than that, because a lot of the times you will have buyers counter offer to you, and they normally will counter offer like one time and then be done. Like I found a lot of people just counter offer once and are done, or they send out their initial offer and are done. They don't want to negotiate a lot of the times, so that is something you might want to be a little wary of. Is it worth counter offering their counter offer? Like you get to go back and forth. I want to say it's like 4 or 5 times or something like that. So that is something you guys definitely want to think about as well. And I know that this is going to be a very convoluted video, but back to the whole thing of should you send out offers? That's a hard yes. Definitely yes. I have found a lot of my sales actually happens because of offers. Normally it's offers that I received, but I have had a lot of sales close from offers that I sent out first. So that said and done, guys, back to the thing about whole pricing. So you can do 5% off. You can do 10% off. You can do a good chunk off of the percentage of the initial list price. But you don't want to go too far too fast. So I have found when I knock off too much of a price at the very beginning, the buyer is going to counter offer and have like a big chunk on top of that, because they're going to realize that I have some huge margins on these items. So for me, I do antique books. So if I knock off 10%, 30%, 50% off the book, they're going to be like, oh wow, this guy has a really good margin. I'm going to see if I can squeeze him for a few more dollars. That's what I have found when I go down too far on particular items. So you don't want to go too far when you're doing your particular item. So for me, I haven't found a set percentage that like works like magic for me of, oh, this is going to close the sale and they're not going to counter offer. So it is something you want to play with. It's different for every single niche as far as I have gathered. So it's something you definitely have to play with if you are doing antique books like me. It's I normally like to knock off between 5 and 15%. And if you'd like to learn more stuff about my antique book business, you could please subscribe below. But back to the whole thing. So for me, it's between 5 and 15%. Anything beyond that, people tend to counter offer even lower. And for me, I have really, really good margins. I buy my books for like $2 or less a piece, and with prices like that, and then I sell for like $25 at a minimum. So I got some good margins built in. So I'm not too worried when someone will counter offer most of the time, because I usually have a really good profit built into my books. There are some books that I just bought this past weekend, well actually 2 weekends ago, and those cost a lot more than $6 a piece. So my margins will not be the same with those, but I did have higher prices on them, so technically it makes the margin better, but you know how that all works. So when I'm sending out offers, I want to be cognitive of, I think that's the word, of what my offer is and what the person might counter offer. You don't want to go too low because they'll go even lower potentially. So end of the day, you have to be careful with how you're doing your counter offers, but I do highly recommend you do it because it is a great way to close some more sales. And honestly, from what I've gathered from all the other professionals doing it, they like all do it, and a lot of them really enjoy doing it. Personally, I really enjoy it as well because it's like, ooh, let's see if I could try to sell this book today. It's really fun to do, and honestly, part of me wishes I could send out offers to like everyone that sees my books, and I'm sure eBay has had that issue where people do that, and that's probably why they don't offer it. But I just really enjoy like trying to close sales on some of these books, especially ones that I've had for a while, and it's like, ooh, I really love this book and I really want to see it go somewhere else. So there's that sort of thing going on, but it's a good way to make sure that you're getting more money, because if someone's only watching your item, it's not guaranteeing that they will buy your item at any point in time. So sending out your offer is a good nudge to try to get them to purchase your item. And while I'm talking about offers, please guys, be sure to offer best offers on your things. Like have your list price and then have your or best offer going. That is a great way to close more sales. eBay says it's like some tiny percentage of how much it helps your sales, but I have found it does a whole lot more than that. There are entire months where I get like 20% of my sales are only because I offered best offer. I don't know why, I don't know how, but that's how it works for me. So that is a great way that you guys can also multiply how much money you're making. So with all that said and done, please check out one of my other videos and be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.